Okay, everyone. Hi, good afternoon. Thank you to our friends from the media for attending this, our first doorstop as part of the campaign G 2025. As you know, the Workers' Party has fielded 26 candidates for these elections. I have put out a post not too long ago about the reasoning why we had to move from the team that was working very hard in Marine Parade, or what has now become Marine Parade Bradle Heights GRC, into Punggol. I seek the understanding and forbearance of residents in Marine Parade, Bradle Heights. It doesn't mean we're gone. We'll continue our work there after the general elections. But I hope you understand we're a small political party. We try and put the best foot forward when we have to fight an election campaign. And this is the strategy that we have taken for this elections, given what had happened with the boundary redrawing and other calculations that the Workers' Party certainly has to take into account. So apart from that, I'm happy to take questions from the press. I'm not going to go into the details of this decision-making process. Yes, Afifa.
Mr. Singh, we saw that the Workers' Party was already in Marine Parade last round, but Tampines is relatively new ground.
Yes.
So why the decision to contest here and send one of your senior MPs here? And also, what is the message to the Marine Parade voters from the last round who had expected you?
Yes. Well, in terms of the message to the Marine Parade voters, it's the same message that I just recited here when I started this doorstop. But in terms of Tampines itself, look, the Tampines residents would know, many of them would know that prior to 2020, we had worked the ground in Tampines for some time as well. We wanted very hard to actually field the team in Tampines in GE 2020, but the same consideration that has come to the forth now was prevalent then, which is, do we have enough good candidates to put a slate there? We've tried to look for the best candidates who are prepared to stand for the Workers' Party, and this was the combination that we thought would be most propitious for the party. We've continued working in Tampines for some years now, and it was something that we wanted to do. Yes.
Sharon from Business Times.
Yes, Sharon.
CRC now faces a poor product, but was that within expectation? And do you think it's perhaps a miscalculation that the rate now doesn't have visible return?
Well, I'm sure the PAP was watching who was going to Marine Parade as well. So these decisions also were taken, as you would have realized, over the hour between nomination opening and nomination closing. So it's not a case as if everyone knew in advance that the PAP would field a slate. I'm not going to say it's a weakened slate because there are no such thing as weak candidates in my view. It's going to be a very tough election for us. They fielded a team in Marine Parade. I'm sure they were watching where we were going. But this is what we've decided to do. Once again, I seek the forbearance and understanding of the residents of Marine Parade, Bradle Heights. But we've got to move forward in this campaign. Yes.
I'm from Pritam.
Sorry, I didn't get your name.
Aini.
Aini. Hi, Aini.
What prompted the decision to relocate Hamza Manak to GRC?
Well, number one, my dear brother has always wanted to stand in Tampines. And, so he's been asking me to consider that proposal from him for quite a long time already. So he succeeded. And Faisal Marab is in Tampines and he is proud to lead the WP Tampines team. Yes.
This is CK from CNA Digital.
Yes.
Can you take us through the considerations for holding Mr. Kenneth and also Mr. Andre Low in the respective essence?
Yes. So we have the Secretary General of the NTUC in Jalan Kayu. We have a Deputy Secretary of the NTUC in Tampines Changkar. I'm sure they will have very, very tough fights. I'm sure NTUC will mobilize to support their candidate, to support the PAP candidate. But this is the reality of being a Workers' Party candidate. You are going to be in a tough fight everywhere. Every single vote counts. But for those two individuals, I think they bring a lot to the table. I think they will make good contributions in Parliament, and I hope to see them get elected into Parliament.
Mr. Low, this will be his Andre Low, he will be his electoral
Debut.
So yeah, any special reason why you chose him and fielded him in that?
He's a very capable man. Andre Low is a very capable man, and I look forward to him contributing in Parliament. Yes, sister.
So, Ila from Tamil Murasu. I would like to understand, given the recent verdict, do you think it's going to be a game changer and swaying away the voters from your party?
Well, so as you know, I have announced that I'm going to appeal the conviction. So a few days before Parliament was dissolved, the final judgment was sent to my lawyers. And so there's a window within which we have to file the appeal. My lawyers know what to do, they will file the appeal. But in terms of how the voters will react, I can't predict that. But what I would say is, if I can share by way of a story, there was a man, a very intelligent man, a very well-respected man in Singapore. He was fighting the biggest elections of his life not too long ago. And he was asked about a criminal conviction that was meted out to him and a fine that he had to pay as a result of it. And just before these big elections that he was going to contest in, he said about his conviction, they got the wrong man. This was what he said, they got the wrong man. This man is our president today. His name is Mr. Tharman Shanmugaratnam. Now, my case is now at the stage where I have decided to appeal the decision. So I can't say more than that. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Hi, I'm Clement from the Straits.
Hi, Clement.
Just wanted to ask you if you have any thoughts about the PAP's changes, last-minute changes to deployment. For instance, the Prime Minister Guy moving to Punggol, where you're quite a strong state.
Sure.
Do you have any thoughts on that?
So I'll be very frank with you, Clement. So, we are sitting in the nomination center and all this information is going back and forth and we're trying to keep track of it on our phones. We expected this because it was no coincidence, to me at least, that the areas where the WP would likely contest were reserved to the end when the PAP were making their announcements. So I expected there to be a lot of shuffling on nomination day. Insofar as individual PAP candidates, ministers helming certain GRCs or not helming certain GRCs, it's going to be a tough fight for the Workers' Party, no matter who is on the PAP slate. And we have to respect our opponents. And the team will try its best, the Workers' Party team will try its best to deliver a more balanced parliament for all Singaporeans, because I think Singapore is better off with a more balanced political system.
So just one question about how Tampines as a whole want to fight.
Yes, I think that was a question I didn't answer earlier. You're right. Well, look, it's a democracy. Anybody can stand. I respect all our opponents, not just the PAP, but whoever else puts their head in the ring. But we leave it to voters. And my pitch to voters is, in Tampines, the same pitch to Aljunied voters. We'll represent you well in Parliament and we'll look after your estate. And we'll do our best for you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you all for your time today. And all the very best. I'll see you on the campaign trail.